Welcome back to XboxCorner, my name's Luke, and in today's graphical comparison video, we're going to be taking a look at the Anacrusis running on both the Xbox Series S and the Series X to see just how visually different they are from one another. Now before we get started, it's worth bearing in mind that the game is currently in early access, or as Microsoft like to call it, a game preview, meaning that a lot can change with it between now and the full release, and if you want to know our opinions on it in its current state, then you'll find a link to our review in the description box below. But let's start by talking about the performance with this one, because as you can probably see by the footage, it definitely has some issues whether you're playing it on the Series X or the Series S. Now the game still remains very much playable, with the most noticeable frame rate dips happening in the first of its 3 chapters, but as it currently stands, there are at least minor performance issues throughout, and hopefully this is something that will be addressed as a priority, as the game looks pretty decent on both consoles, but there doesn't seem to be anything graphically demanding enough to warrant such poor performance, especially on the Series X. Now when it comes to how different the visuals look when pitting the Series S against the X, I'd say that as per usual, the Series S version lacks the sharpness and overall clarity which comes with the higher resolution on the Series X, but in general the visuals aren't too dissimilar, and I found that even when things got hectic and there were a ton of on-screen enemies, the Series S held up just fine, so if you're playing on the Series S, there are no real reductions in the visual fidelity beyond the aforementioned texture sharpness. Now I believe that the game runs at 1440p on the Series S, upscaled to 4K, with the Series X running at a native 4K resolution, and while they both aim to hit a solid 60 frames per second, as I've said I don't believe they ever managed to do this, and there are currently no video settings in the game to allow you to toggle between quality and performance modes, but we may yet see this added in a future update. With all that said and out the way though, I'm now going to shut up and leave you with some lovely music to enjoy alongside the visuals, but don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions on them in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all our latest content.
you.